Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, everybody. Just letting everybody in. It's in the waiting room. Oh, did not check my camera presence before I got on here. Sorry, guys.
Safe space.
Thank you. I got a class all week. I taught a workshop all weekend. I am knackered today. But thankfully, this is my favorite thing to do. So, oh my gosh, Casey, what is happening with your face? I was like, what? What the hell?
That background does not want to work right now for some reason.
Oh
It's
my
going
God, I thought
wild.
you were wearing a red light mask or something. Okay. Turn my light on a little more. Okay, so I did a little poll in the group. Not all of you guys responded, but that's okay. So I said we can either do tapping, I can either tap with two different cases today, or we could do a check-in. And it seemed like everybody mostly wanted to do a check-in. Obviously, when we do check-ins, I help you get focused, whether you're working with a coach or you're doing your own work. And then we can certainly tap with, we can do a group tapping with one person as the example today. Does that sound like a good plan? Are you guys on board with that? Okay,
Sure.
cool. Okay, so I'll just give a little quick update with myself. Holy shit, this container did not activate. I've been thinking about you guys all weekend. I'm like, I hope they're okay. I am purging every day, pretty much. I'm having a major purge. I also, um, yeah, I would say all most of my biggest blocks are coming up. I purged weird. I don't think I've ever done this, or maybe I've done this once. I purged some ancestral trauma from the female lineage going back 300 years, which again, this is not something that happens normally. I was working with my relationship therapist on something, and it just came up, and the words didn't sound like me. The words weren't attached to any life that I have lived. And anyway, it's just been kind of like a roller coaster. So I just want to make sure you guys have the right tools to be able to navigate this, because this container is really strong, but our intentions are also really strong. And my intention is to help you guys get to your Misogi by the end of the year. And in doing that, your shit has to come up. I also have noticed, though, that we have hit major goals as a company. I've hit personal goals that I was nowhere near hitting even 6 weeks ago. So I would say with the bad comes the good also. So that's really exciting. Okay, I see Ellen and Lisa's hands up. You guys just put your hands up. I mean, I'll obviously be able to get to everybody today, but put your hands up if you want to go after Lisa. Okay, Ellen, let's start with you.
Okay, hey, thanks, Britt. I think I'm making progress. Uh I'm feeling better. The clothes are feeling better. Like this is a 1X top, and I was at one time up to 3X. So,
Great.
I mean that feels, like the bra fits better
Oh, such a good feeling, isn't it?
um and I've been doing the tapping with the anger issues like you suggested, and
Yeah.
so I'm feeling like my anger has been expressed and heard. I know there's more to do with moms and my relationship, but I'm feeling okay about that. I'm not feeling like it's a big friggin' deal, you know.
Okay.
And I'm not interested in food, and I had one episode of push the food away, and that went well. And I'm throwing stuff out without any trouble, and you know,
Great.
but I haven't been paying attention to Thrive really. It's like I've just been focusing on this.
Well, you already know the techniques in Thrive, so I would say that's the right plan for you.
Okay, and so when I said on the WhatsApp that I was tapping and dancing, it meant that I was still sitting down because I can't get up and dance. But I was, it was like moving while I was tapping and the music was ongoing. And what a
Oh, that's
blast that was. It was fun. So
great.
I don't know if anyone's ever done that. I just did that.
Oh, thank you for sharing that, Ellen. I was really happy when I read that.
Yeah. So
Cool. Beautiful. Well, I think you're doing all the right stuff. Do you still have coaching sessions through the Thrive?
no,
Okay.
I don't
Okay. So
think
you're doing
so.
all this work yourself,
I am, yeah.
tap and work yourself. Okay, cool. Okay. Do you need help with any? I kind of
Well,
feel like you should stay on the same plan as you've been on, with the anger and the sexual abuse.
okay.
How many sessions have you done on that?
Probably like 5.
Ooh,
Um, I mean, that was an incident when I was young, but there were others
there
later.
are others. Yeah. I
Like
would,
not
I
to
like
gross
the
anybody out. I was with my mother shopping. I don't know how old I was, maybe 10 or 11 or 12. And we were at Day Brothers basement where they have bargains, and we were going up the escalator, and some kid came up behind me and ejaculated all over the back of my skirt.
Oh, gross.
Yeah,
Okay, that
and
would be a great one to work on, Ellen.
yeah,
That would be a good one to work on. Yeah, I just kind of feel like when you're in the purging, especially of the body boundary stuff, it's good to just go for it all. You've got the time, you've got the space, you've got the energy, you're in the right container. Let's have you tick off the next things on your list now.
okay. All
Okay,
right, thank you.
thank you. You're welcome. Great update, Ellen. Okay, Lisa. Lisa
Hi,
with the
yeah.
long hair. I'm gonna have to call you Lisa with the long hair.
Oh, it's been growing it out for years. And I told my husband the other day I was going to cut it, and he was like, "Nope." And I was like, "You know what? Actually, I do like it. I do like long hair."
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Thank you. Um, so a win for me is that I have often been a secret eater. I will, if I have alone time and nobody's going to be around to judge me, that's when I will get the donuts or go to the fast food joint. And the opportunity has come up several times the past few weeks, and I didn't give into it. I thought it through, and I was like, yeah, okay. So I go there, I can get the McDonald's hamburger and get the fries. I can sit and eat it. I just kind of played it through, and it wasn't. It didn't sit with me like, yeah, 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 let's go, let's go. It kind of went out of my head, and it happened with donuts. It happened with some candy bars I had. So that was a huge win of not being because I'm working with a coach. I've been working with Casey lately, and that was the thing that came up is like as a child being deprived and being told no. And so I will sneak the food, I will get the food, and that's carried on into my adulthood. So that was definitely a win of not giving into that. What I wanted to bring up today is the GLP-1 thing.
Yes.
Is I did write to you about it. I am not on the GLP-1 any longer. I think it's been 3 weeks.
Okay.
My insurance cut me off, and I think it's kind of a blessing in disguise because I haven't lost weight in over a year and a half. And I'm like, why am I spending money and potentially for a lifetime? And I lost 30 pounds. I needed to lose like 80 pounds. I'm like, it just wasn't it didn't, whatever. It didn't work for me. So
Yeah.
my thing is about, I don't want to gain weight. And all the news is like, you're going to gain weight after stopping a GLP-1. I don't weigh myself, but I have
No,
felt
but
my clothes to be a little tighter.
that's if you don't know how to do these techniques. I think
Yeah.
gain weight back when your eating habits go back to normal, but you're already making progress there. You're already changing your habits from the work that you're doing here. But I can understand the concern of
Yeah.
totally. And I think you're absolutely in the right place. Are you noticing? I think right now it's just going to be you have to be really conscious of the food noise and work with it, right? So if
Yeah.
it's snacking, if it's eating at night, if it's cravings, what is it? If it's frustration, you gotta, what to do there. You gotta apply the techniques instead of letting yourself suffer with those.
Okay.
Feeling.
Yeah, because the big one for me is if I get really stressed out or if I get bored, it's like, okay, what is there to eat and kind of get my mind off it. So,
Okay. So then I would just be really hyper conscious of that this next week and say, okay, I'm only going to focus on push the food away when I get bored. And you're going to catch yourself doing it every single day. My deal with everybody who does these techniques is if you just apply them 50% of the time. So like if your emotional eating is at 100%, if you apply them 50% of the time, you'll get great results. So you can't always push it. You can't always do the techniques. If you can do it more than that, great. You'll just get results faster. So, so yeah, it can be kind of overwhelming to try to attack it all at once. So if bored eating is your thing, then just focus on that for the next week and get really good at doing the ball of light, or sorry, the push the food away.
okay. Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds good. And any advice about again, this came up with Casey about how you mentioned ancestors and that tribal connection. Like I'm feeling that with the news of like every just the news feed of like, okay, everybody loses a ton of weight, and if you go off it, you're going to gain weight. Like I feel this pull of being so yeah, I feel like that's going to happen to me. So to just kind of divorce myself from that noise, that overt noise that's coming in.
Yeah. Well, first of all, you got to stop watching the videos because the algorithm learns that that's what you like to watch. So you can click unfollow. When you get a video like that, you can go up to the area and say, this ad is not for me. You can actually tell them like, this doesn't relate to me or this doesn't apply to me. So I
Okay.
would start with just like not making that your reality because it's not. I mean, the reason the weight comes back is because people go back to the same eating habits, which you don't have the risk of
Okay.
because you're here.
Okay.
You
That's
know,
actually a really good point. Of like, yeah, I just was like, my YouTube is just sending me this stuff. Yeah, duh.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
But it's literally meant to keep you on the platform. So if you watch it, you're going to keep getting more of it.
Okay.
But you can do tapping on that. You can do tapping on the fear of it. You can book a call with Casey and do some tapping on like, oh my God, I'm so afraid the weight's going to come back. I would just do some regular EFT on that. That's just like a fear, a belief, it's
Hmm.
anxiety.
Yeah.
That's not a big one. That could be one tapping. That could be, a 10-minute tapping session that you could do yourself and you'd be done with that.
Okay. Great. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thanks.
you're welcome. All right, TK,
Hey, Brittany.
how
Um,
are you?
I'm great and I'm happy to be here. It's been a freaking long week. We're fighting with the FDA right now, and so I've been working a lot, but also making sure every day to take time to be working on anger tapping. And I dove in, and 6 days in, I was like, I think I need to ask Brittany for help because it's going, but it just feels like, well, I didn't really feel all that angry about that. I didn't feel all that angry about that either. Like it was sort of superficial.
Okay.
And then I remembered what the advice you gave, and apologies, ladies, I'm not sure who the advice was given to last week, but I took it as well. So I got in the car this afternoon. I had to go grocery shopping, and so I just really tried to, before I started the car, tried to be open and welcome it. And I tried yelling, and I was like, boy, that seems kind of silly as I'm driving down the road. And then I tried it again, and I was like, oh, that might be working. And so it's about a 10-minute drive from my house to the grocery store, but I went through some streets I've never been on. They were really pretty, for about 40 minutes, at the top of my lungs, just wow, okay, I think I broke through that protective barrier, and a whole bunch came out, and I did really well during the week. I was tapping a lot, and lots of emotions coming up, but not anger. We'll note that. So the week overall was a big success, and then this afternoon I was just like, oh girl, apparently you need to do that some more. So, yeah, you hit the nail on the head
Yeah.
with that one, and
Did
clearly
you
I need
start with
to
the
do
work
some more of
stuff?
those. Pardon me?
Did you start with the work stuff? Did you use that as the doorway?
No, it's more I have to say it quietly because she lives here, but with my mom. My mom lives with me, and um a lifetime of protecting and taking care of, and I worked on that a lot pre before I found you, and which I'm sure all helped, but I don't think I ever got to that level before. So
Yeah.
that was pretty impressive.
Good. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I did 20 years of cognitive therapy before I discovered this technique, and it did it did 20 years of therapy in the 10 sessions I did on
Yeah.
my mom. So I can definitely relate to that. Well, I was going to tell you, congratulations on getting through it with just a couple sessions, because I don't know if I say this in one of the recorded classes you guys listen to, but I was teaching anger work and I was doing anger work for 6 months before I actually really let myself get angry. I did not know about this other level of rage, like the primal rage,
Yeah.
until actually it may have been a year. It may have been a full year before I could get there. So if you got there after just a couple sessions of trying, that's awesome.
I
Congratulations.
was, yeah, well, and as I was trying to deal with at the end, right? Like I parked in the parking lot of the supermarket and sat there and, you know, sent her to the Brittany Watkins School of Healing, and did the things, and then walking around, all the emotions that are swirling, and I was simultaneously relieved and felt really good about it and exhausted and just like, wow, right? And things that I kept thinking about for most of my adult life, I have said, I don't get angry. I don't do it very well, so I just choose not to. What a line of bullshit, right? Like,
Mhm.
really, girl? Really?
Yeah,
And thinking about when my sister and I were young, like my dad just, that's not ladylike, and you don't need to be getting angry. And so uh I've been raging angry a few times in my life, but you really have to push me to get there.
yeah.
And so I do this as much as I can just to try to, I feel like there's a lot that's just sitting there that just needs to be purged.
There, if you want to get nerdy with this, if this is advice for everybody. So my mentor, who is Stephen Kessler, he was my longtime family therapist. I worked with him since I started working with him at age 15. He wrote a book called The Five Personality Profiles. And so that's basically, he sort of like trained me in this modality, although I am nowhere near an expert like he is. TK, if you get that book and read, I mean, they're all fascinating. The personality profiles are all fascinating. But the enduring pattern, I think, will speak to you.
Okay.
So if you just want to get like the psychology, like the actual psychology of how you develop the personality you develop, how you react, why you react the way that you react. There's a lot of great tips for breaking the pattern. I don't think they work as well as the stuff that we do here, but it will give you more tactical or it will give you more yeah, like tactical answers around why you operate the way you operate and why you are the way you are. And then you can see he shares the light and the dark side of all the personalities. So in this
Mhm.
philosophy, we have a primary personality profile and a secondary personality profile. And we use both of them. But then as we progress, and as we break out of these patterns and as we do our healing work, as we're all doing here, you stop being limited by just those patterns, and then you kind of become all of them. So you can see it's a cool book because it kind of helps you see where you're at the stage of life that you're in. You can see like, oh, sometimes I still dip into the dark side here. Oh, I'm basically living the light side of this one. But it's cool because it shows you body shapes too. What they found is that depending on your personality type your body will hold weight in different areas too. So yeah, it's
Interesting.
really, really interesting. So it's five personality profiles, five personality
Okay.
types. Stephen Kessler is the author.
Okay.
It's only got
Thank you.
six. It's that one and the one about relationships. Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm a scientist, so
There we
books are always
go. I
good.
knew it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I would say, TK, just keep working on that. If you've opened up that well, I would say let's keep you there for now.
Okay.
Okay,
Thanks, Brittany.
you're welcome. Okay, Lisa.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
So I haven't done a lot of tapping over the weekend. I had family come to visit, but I did have a couple big kind of realizations or like kind of wins or whatever. So one, we ate very healthy all weekend, which was unusual for my family. Usually when we get together, it's like bags and bags of candy and just kind of gorging ourselves and everything. And we ate really healthy, just kind of naturally, kind of moved into that. And then the one time we did get candy out, I have this big bag of like grocery bag of candy that I just have. And my sister's like, how old is this stuff? I'm like, I don't know. So we went through and we purged and we just threw it all away, which is like one of
Wow.
my big, I know it's one of my big like struggles to like just in general, just throwing food away or even other things like toothpaste. Like I like scraping every last little drop of toothpaste out. And so it felt really good to just be able to throw that away and just not even question it. It's just like, okay, like, yeah, this is too old. Let's get rid of like just all this candy into the trash. It felt like a huge win.
That's a huge one.
And then so I'm kind of working on being visible. And you talked about like kind of doing the visualization with coworkers, which I have not done yet, but I don't work again until Friday. So I have time this week. But when they were here, we had music on and we were kind of like singing and like out loud and stuff like that. And it just kind of felt like I know, like it was super safe space, just my sister, my daughter, and me. But it was also kind of felt like that first step out of the comfort zone. So that's also felt like a win for me.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it. I can't wait to hear what happens when you do that tapping on yourself. I know it's so hard to do tapping when other people are around, so I totally get it. Yeah, awesome, Lisa. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, Nairi. And then Grace is up next.
Yeah, so I've had some massive wins, as people have possibly seen on the chat, where I've given up my game of fishdom after 6 years, which was
Sounds like you've
incredible.
inspired everybody else to look at their gaming habits also.
I've been working with Casey and we've been working a lot on my history of sex abuse. And what I've discovered during that journey is that it's been my way of living my entire life. So it started when I was a baby and it's just kind of progressed on. So we've been doing a lot of work around that. And my flashback that I had the other night, it was actually related to an incident when I was at intermediate school, and one of the teachers was sexually inappropriate, not just to me, but to all the other girls in the class. And we had to write in our diary the next night. They had this thing where you had to write your diary every night. And I actually wrote it in my diary, and then someone asked me to read my diary, and my diary got taken off me when I got to that part about him being sexually inappropriate to all the girls. I clicked last night or this morning that I'd actually outed him, and I'd never realized that before. And all of a sudden, all this weight and stress, and I'd had a bit of lower back pain for the last few days, and that's all gone.
Oh, wow. What a cool realization. That's amazing. Do you remember doing that or?
Yes,
Oh.
I remember that incident really, really clearly. Yeah, but I'd never thought about it. I'd never, like, I'd been so focused on all the childhood stuff and all the anger and every other bit that this part had never come up until that night. And I was just like, that's huge. So I feel like I'm really progressing and moving forwards, which is awesome.
Yes.
And having these little realizations and then suddenly realizing that I outed him.
Wow. Oh my gosh, Nairi, I cannot wait to see what happens. You guys, sexual abuse, I cannot tell you. As I'm putting the coaching certification together, I guess when she was interviewing me, I'm like, I've never seen anything like getting rid of sexual abuse change somebody's life so dramatically. And we don't even know how it's affecting you. Like, we don't know. And, obviously we use it for weight because that's my industry, but we have no idea the other places it's holding you back. So I just think that's so powerful. Good for you for going there.
Thank you.
No, that's not easy work.
No, but it's good work.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the progress. It's like, yay!
Good. Oh, it's so nice when it shows up that fast. Awesome, Mary. Congratulations.
Thank
Thanks for checking in. Do you have any questions? Do you need any help with anything? Or are you guys you and Casey on a good flow?
I think Casey and I are on a good flow at the moment. So yeah, thank
Okay.
you.
Cool. Yeah. Okay, Grace, how are you?
There I am.
There you are.
I'm good, and life has just turned upside down since a week ago, or
Oh,
6 days or so. But wins first. I have walked twice and done my yoga once in this just last few days, so that's moving.
great. How did you feel after that when you walked into the yoga for the rest of the day?
Oh
Did
no,
that
no, I have a routine, sequence that my movement specialist has given me, and I do it at home.
okay?
What I did was, I don't want to get too much in the weeds, but basically I moved my yoga mat to a different room, not in my bedroom, and it feels so much better. Open window, sunshine, trees, Buddha, cat.
Good.
Yeah, so it's change of position, change of location too. Just felt really more space also. So that felt really good. And I've walked around the block twice.
Beautiful.
For me, that's a big deal. That's a big deal.
That is a big deal.
Yeah.
Did you feel the benefit of that for the rest of the day?
I can't say for sure. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I'm
know I
asking you
feel
this
better.
so you
I
can
feel
start to learn your process. I think it's really important because I've struggled with the same thing that you've struggled with. I think it's really easy to not reflect. If you're not reflecting on, oh, every time I go for a walk, oh, every time I do yoga, I feel good for the rest of the day. If you
Oh,
reflect on that, then it's
write it down. You mean?
harder. Yeah, it's harder to get yourself there when you feel like shit. But sometimes when you don't want to get out of bed, but you force yourself to go for a walk, you force yourself to go to yoga, you can break out of that.
Okay, yeah, okay, I can add that.
Yeah,
But
but only if you have the data. Just look for it. Just,
okay,
just
okay.
notice yourself. Yeah.
Don't have to say, oh God, now I have to write it down. But I get what you're saying.
No, yeah. Just
Well, I do, but then the thing is, I do notice, and one of the other things I had tapped with Casey on, I think the first one, Casey, right? I don't want to get out of bed. I just don't want to get out of bed. It's not happening anymore. I mean, I've got a 6 o'clock class with big deal stuff right now, but that's that. I think Casey, that's not happening now. But of course, other things are happening. So that's
Yeah.
good. No ice cream, not in the freezer. Haven't even.
Right.
However, I rediscovered another of my early life loves is Oreo cookies. I bought some Paul Newman Oreo cookies in a moment of stress. Came home, ate, there's three things. I ate the middle third. And then since then, I've had maybe one or two here and there. So they're still in the pantry.
Okay.
And half a bag of potato chips are still in the pantry. That was my
Right.
second go-to.
Awesome.
Yeah. And I
That's
wanted to
so
mention
good, Grace. You seem lighter too, I have to say on this call. I feel you lighter.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate the feedback. It really helps.
Yeah, I know.
Just like giving yourself feedback.
Totally.
And I know I'm talking fast because there's something else that I had a session with Casey where did you go? Everybody moved just now.
Now everybody moves when you put your hand down.
Jamie,
She's there. She's still there.
so about 10 days, something came into my life and I texted you.
You texted me about it, yeah.
And one aspect of it I can't talk about, but the other part is a relationship and it's distance. And there's something really different here that I'm just things are opening up for me as far as how to explain it really. Communication is like I've never had with a man before, ever.
Wow.
And it's just like all kinds of discovery and also really owning when I don't feel comfortable about something or when I do like something. And also we go back and forth about that, so it's like I'm able to, there's something, how do I describe it? It's kind of like I'm able to, okay, I can hear what he's saying and, oh, okay, I haven't thought of it that way, but I'm open to learning.
Good.
Kind of like that Shakti Shiva thing.
That's awesome. I think just because of how quickly he came into your life, as soon as you joined this container, I kind of feel like there's some learnings here. I don't have any sense of what it is, but it feels aligned with your journey in this class.
Exactly. There's so much synchronicity going on.
Yeah.
And this other thing I'm doing, and I won't go into that, but it's like everything seems super synchronistic.
Yeah.
So I really feel alive with it, and it's really pushing me to figure out how I'm going to make sure I get the dishes washed, the laundry folded, stuff like that.
Right.
So it's a different pace. I don't, I wanted to say something, one, communication sharing. Oh yeah, what's happening is like today, my routine was to do the AM morning tapping twice and then the subconscious one. But like this morning started off so fast, I never got to it. So I really need to kind of pull back somehow and remember to keep those going, as well as the ones Casey's given me on this relationship. And before it was depression. Now I don't have time to be depressed.
Wow, that was fast. I think sometimes I'm depressed when I don't have enough to do also.
Yeah, I got plenty to do now. So,
Yeah.
but
Great.
also there's a joy that's emerging.
Beautiful, Grace.
Yeah,
I feel like you're learning your map. You know what I
Yeah.
do? Yeah, I have a notepad for myself, and it's called The Things That Make Brittany Happy.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
I am always, it's my way of noticing myself. Like just some small, simple things are
I remember listening to somebody who wrote a book on that, and just like the birds are at the bird feeder, or
Yeah.
I just got
But
this feeling in my
But it's
body.
presence though. It's presence. What I noticed for me is it's presence. If I'm doing the dishes or if I'm cooking a meal and I'm in my body and I'm present with what I'm doing, I feel great. If
Yeah.
I'm doing something and I'm thinking about 10 other things and I'm not really present, I feel like shit. So that's
Right.
something that can rejuvenate me. That's an activity, that's an action, or art can rejuvenate me, or going for the yoga, yin yoga. I don't like the flow, the hard yoga, fuck that. I like
Right.
really slow yoga. This isn't about working out. So as you do things, I want you to add to that list so that when you feel depressed, you can open the list and you don't have to think about anything. You can just select something on your list. Something will pop out and be like, oh yeah, I remember when I do that, I feel better.
Okay.
So this is for everybody. This is good advice for everybody, you guys. This is like, or I think I call it Brittany's map or something like Brittany's map. Like it used to be like flirting and dancing with boys, and now it's like dancing, in my living room to music I really love. So they've shifted over the years, but yeah.
Yeah. That's really good. Yeah. I'll just call it Grace is happy.
Yes, great. I love it. Good. Well, I'm
making
super happy
playlists
for you,
and
Grace.
I'm playing with making playlists, of all this.
Oh shit, sorry, I muted you. My finger slipped.
Anyway, I think I've pretty much covered it, but a lot going on. And
Beautiful.
so much thanks. So much gratitude. Casey, you're
Aw. So glad you guys are working together.
yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Grace. I'm really, really excited for you. This shift has been quick.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. Is it cool to witness each other's progress too? Is it like really fun to be like, wow, did you guys all see how different Grace was this week? Yeah, I'm noticing that with everybody. Awesome. Hey, Kim.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah, how's the tapping going?
So first, my coach, I've actually been going back and forth between Casey and Dawn, and it's been amazing.
Aren't they such a
Huge,
cool duo?
yeah, like
Yeah.
huge breakthroughs, and I get excited. I get excited when you go deep and you find things out, and then you make progress. And so for sure, I've had lots of progress. Like foods that I relied on, I'm not relying on for whatever comfort or numbing, whatever. Not doing that, but other things are showing up now that things I haven't eaten in, like, I don't know if you guys. I'm from Canada, so I don't know if you have McCain's cake. I haven't probably eaten that in 15 years, and I bought it yesterday and ate half of it. And then I stopped. But so things, different foods are coming up to, I don't know, challenge me or whatever the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really frustrating part of the process. It is, yeah.
Yeah. And so for me, I wrote like some things that are coming up for me is like after I finish coaching with the ladies, and I've been doing it every day, like I do it Tuesday through Friday.
Right.
And I don't do it today because we've got this class and obviously not on the weekends. But what challenges me is I think the quiet or like I do things full tilt, and I don't know if like the Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I'm busy with like I'm constantly busy, but I don't always take time to tap because I'm just in the mode of doing something else, but I can feel myself being super sad, kind of depressed, and just not actually I feel like hopeless a little bit that this journey is too hard. So falling back into those patterns, and Casey and I actually worked on that, I think on Friday. But anyway, so that's coming up for me. And then like just so patience for myself to just go through the journey, which I don't do so well with. And then I put my hand up here, and I'm glad that I did. But for the longest time, I was justifying why I shouldn't put my hand up because I don't have anything to share.
Oh.
But I did anyway, which I'm here.
I'm glad you put your hand up. Kim, I'm so curious. Did you do the tapping on putting yourself first?
Well, we've done so much tapping, like with the coaches and stuff. So that for sure, I would say yes, because, but I can't fully remember because there's been work situations where the industry I work in is very male dominated, and some of the men right now are coming at me, and I've held my ground. Whereas before I've just been like, I would have been, okay, whatever you need, let me run and figure it out for you. And I've been like, no, this is your problem. You need to figure that out and get back to me.
Holy shit. Wait, that's
Yes.
just in the last 2 weeks?
Yes.
That was the first class that we talked about that, right?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Damn.
And yeah, well, and see, and I don't give myself credit.
This is why I'm telling you guys though to make a list of all the things you tap on, because you will totally forget you tapped on it and then you'll be different.
Yes.
And like, see how I had to ask you about that? You're like, oh shit, yeah, I have been different. You won't notice it because now that's your new normal. You don't remember how to be that old version of yourself. She died.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. Wow. Yeah. That's amazing. Congratulations. Holy shit. Okay. It's a major level.
So I've been writing down like every lady that has went so far. Like I've taken notes from all of y'all because there's good bits, and I think I guess for me, I just feel like it goes back to I'm not giving myself credit that I am doing the work, no matter how slow it seems for me. I am doing the work, and I just need to keep moving. See, I coach myself. That happens with Casey and Dawn too. But
yeah, good.
Anyway.
Well, and it is annoying that the cravings are coming up, but they are coming up just so that you can clear them because it knows, okay, you're tapping a lot right now. You're in the right container. You've got the right coaching. So this container can be very triggering, but it's triggering on purpose. So yeah, I feel like you're in the right spot and you're doing all the right, you're taking all the right action too.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You guys, I need to go get myself more water. My mouth is super dry. Just give me like 2 minutes. Will you guys unmute yourself and just tell each other where you live, just so we can just so you guys can start to meet each other and know what time zone you guys are on. And then you can also find each other in WhatsApp and DM each other too. Just like if somebody makes a comment that like, oh, I really relate to that, you can send each other private messages, just so you know. Okay, I'll be back. 2 minutes.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm from Reno, Nevada.
Who's talking? Oh, Mary.
Yeah.
I'm Grace and I'm in Eugene.
Syracuse, New York.
Okay.
I'm
No.
Mary Lou and I'm in San Diego.
Oh, Mary Lou. I'm in
Welcome,
Carlsbad,
Mary
just right up
Lou.
the road from you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm in Oceanside.
Oh, we're not very far apart.
No, wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm Becky. I'm from Dallas.
Hi, Becky.
My name's Erin. I live in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Oh, nice.
Hi.
I'm Lisa. I live in Utah.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
I'm Grace and I'm in Eugene, Oregon. And I didn't get what he said about DMing each other on WhatsApp. You mean on the same thread thing? I didn't get it. I didn't get that. Did anybody get that?
You can write a direct message to someone if something that they said resonated with you or you wanted to connect with them more.
On that thread we're on?
Mm-hmm.
Just by going at someone's at the name?
No, that'll show up for everybody.
Oh.
What do? You right click on the person or something?
I haven't done it in this place yet before DMing anyone.
I think in WhatsApp you push on the message if someone has said something that you want to respond to, and then it lets you respond to
Yeah,
them.
I got that part.
You have some
but as far as-
choices.
Oh, that's nice.
Usually,
Yeah, no, but if you click on, I think there's some list somewhere that says like all the people that are in the group and it just lists them out one after another.
Okay, it's a long thread. Right?
I've seen that. This is Mary Lou. I've seen that list, but my name and phone number is not on it.
You're Mary Lou, you're listed as MLS dash something.
Oh, right.
On the list?
Yes.
And how do we, I saw the list once, but I don't know how to get back to it.
The three dots on the upper right, you punch.
Thank you.
And it's group something, group info, group
Way at the very,
something.
very top, because it takes forever to scroll that high. We've been on here so long.
No, just the three dots that are always at the top.
Oh, it's the name of the chat.
Oh, well, please remember I'm Mary Lou, not ML. Thank you.
If you push on if you hold on somebody's name, it'll give you the bar across the top where you can like give a thumbs up, and at the bottom you can reply. And then at the very bottom of that, it says more, and you can reply privately in that also.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes, I see it now. Thank you.
Well, while we're talking, I have a question. Since it doesn't seem like we're all going to get to our stuff today, and then Brittany said there are certain office hours. Are we allowed to call those offices and talk to her?
No, there are certain times that there'll be like a Zoom call considered an office hour, and then I can't remember exactly. They're every other Thursday, I think.
Yeah, they're every other Thursday, Mary. You can call, log in like this, and you can chat with me. Yeah, I'll get to everybody today, Mary Lou. We're gonna go. These classes are 2 hours long, so
great. Thank you.
Okay, don't worry. I'm coming to you. Okay, Mary.
Hi. Yeah, I'm unmuted.
You are.
Am I? Well, let me look.
I can hear you.
Okay. I don't really have any questions. I have noticed that I'm eating better. I'm not snacking at night at all.
Oh.
I'm picking I'm picking healthier choices to eat.
Great.
My meditation is easier instead of my brain going all over. When I went to the pharmacy, I didn't buy any chocolate.
Wow.
I know. And I was a chocoholic, so that's pretty good.
Wow.
My husband has noticed the difference in me. He said I'm smiling more.
Stop it. Oh my gosh, that is the best feedback ever.
Yeah, and we're cuddling more on the couch, and yeah.
Wow,
I had no idea that it affected me that way. You know,
what do you attribute? I mean, it's hard to know what you tapped on to get you there, but any like big tapping sessions you want to tell us about, or like big overall themes that you addressed? You don't have to tell us the details of what happened, but like what are the themes of things that have come up for you?
Oh, wait a minute. Let me.
By the way, I love your sweater. You look like such an artist.
Did you check out my earrings?
I love it. I love it. So
I
fun.
love them. Okay, the one that the tapping that is for that I don't need to perform to be loved.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
that
thing.
makes sense that would make you closer with your husband.
Yeah. This is me. I've done this twice and I'm going to keep doing it because this really hits home for me.
That was the script I shared in the group.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll share that again for anybody new that just joined the WhatsApp. I'll share the script again. It's not a perfect script. It's just kind of scribbles of like things I wrote and stuff ChatGPT made for me. So yeah.
So that one is awesome.
Oh, I'm so happy for you. And how's the painting going?
How's the what?
How's the painting going?
I'm taking a class and I haven't been doing too much. I have a booth at a marketplace that is closing down the end of this month. So I've been busy with that, trying to close things down. But yeah, after today, I'm pretty much open. So I'll keep working on it.
Okay, cool. Well, I love having you in this class because you're inspiring me to paint. I painted all weekend. Well, after my workshop was over, I needed to paint to rejuvenate myself. So
cool.
Pushing my edges around that too.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome. Way to go, Mary. Congratulations on all the wins.
Thank you.
I love when the husbands get involved. I love when the husbands are like, honey, if you don't keep learning from this woman, you are nuts. I love, because it's hard to see ourselves, right? Like I can never tell when I've shifted through tapping, but when we have people around us that are close, right now it's my best friends that do it for me, or over the last decade, it's been my best friends mostly that are reflecting it to me, but it's really, really cool to get that feedback. And then as you guys get to know each other better, you guys can reflect that to each other also. Okay, Erin. Erin, you're not on screen, but there you go.
I was moving around, so I wanted to.
Oh, thank you.
Go off screen because I saw that bothered some people. I related.
Doing.
I'm really frustrated.
Yeah.
I feel like I was a couple of minutes late to the call and then I sort of caught on. I was like, oh, people are talking about wins. And I was, I just kind of went into this like spiral of like, I don't have any, blah, blah, blah. Like since Thursday, I haven't tapped on anything. And then I kind of had to sit back and be like, I have 7 and a 9-year-old. And one of them, his birthday was yesterday. And there was no school today. And I was like, Erin, you were just full-time mom for 3 days straight. Single mom for 3 days straight. So I kind of had to give myself some permission there, or sort of remind myself, because I can get pretty down on myself without reminding myself of what the reality is that I'm operating in.
Yeah. Well done for catching yourself. I feel like that's a huge win.
Yeah, I think at the same time, it's easy for me to be like, well, are we ever going to get anywhere? So like they'll go to their dad's for 4 days on Wednesday and I'm like, okay, that's the time. So I don't know, maybe I just need to like accept that I have this cycle, it's like I'm 4 days on, then 2, that, it's like,
yeah,
it's hard because there's all these transitions. So it's hard to get into a bit of a pattern. And,
Erin, what's the biggest thing that you're working on? I don't know why I don't have you on my list. I remember we talked about the relationship stuff, but is that your Misogi for the end of the year?
No, well, my Misogi is to run a 5K, and one of the hurdles to do that is to do like my own like physical therapy exercises and stuff. And I was struggling with the thought of doing that, which took me back to my like abusive ex-husband and then the like sexual boundaries. So the last assignment that you gave me was to go and tap on basically if I repeated history and went out and started dating
You
a
guys
horrible
again.
person
I
and stuff.
remember what the homework was. I just couldn't remember what. So it's around food though, right? Your food and your eating is what you're trying
Yeah,
to.
I mean the food is super tied into it for sure, but I think like my frustrations in life on the whole, I mean, definitely like 4 years ago when my husband confessed all of his stuff and then my mom died 3 months later, like my executive functioning, I was directing a program and like killing it. And then within months, my executive functioning just went to like a zero. And it feels like I'm still struggling with that. And I have an ADHD evaluation on Wednesday. I guess female athletes are often like they can be underdiagnosed because I do really well in life if I have someone to do it with. So
Yeah.
like I am great on a team and I'm good leading a team. Um, but now being alone in this house and things like that, it's hard for me to sort of have multiple balls in the air, I guess. I don't know. So,
Erin, I want to talk with you today. I'm going to keep checking in with everybody and make sure
okay.
it's everybody, but let's you and I do some tapping today and
Okay.
I don't know exactly what we're going to tap on, if it's going to be that thing or something else, but
Okay.
I want you to kind of think about the biggest issue that's up for you right now. If it's still your ex, if it's, that day. I like to work backwards with food issues. So if you're eating at night, if you're snacking, if you're um eating too much in one sitting.
Yeah, the nighttime as a whole, like I can't remember the last time I went to bed before midnight. So I think the nighttime as a whole, there's just this like vacuum kind of where the eating happens, the staying up late, the ruminating, and then eventually I'll get into this rhythm and I'll be really productive for a couple hours. But sometimes it's so that I can not shame myself for having stayed up late and eaten all the things I did. Then I'm like, I have to be productive.
Yeah, it sounds like you're in a negative, pretty negative loop, a repeating negative loop. So I'd like to get you out of that.
That'd be great.
Okay, all right. I'm going to check in with a couple more people and then I'll come back to you. And then
Okay.
we'll all tap together. We'll all tap with Erin. We'll move it really fast because we're all tapping with you. Okay, Clara.
Hello.
Hi.
So I have been doing a lot of work with Casey, who's amazing, and I feel like we've been tapping on a bunch of different stuff, kind of like whatever's up for me on a given day, but it feels like it all ties down to deeper issues around like self-worth, self-trust, and just like groundedness and sort of like embodiment in myself, I guess is how I'd phrase it. And I definitely like feel the shift. So I don't know. Yeah, I feel like that's not super clear and I don't know how to describe it, but I guess I feel like it's working. And I feel like a lot of like tears really that just have to be released have been released. And again, too, I feel that it's like we've touched on different issues, but they seem to like all relate to that kind of core issue of like self-worth, which directly ties to business and visibility, which was the Misogi.
Great. Yes,
Yeah.
I have yours
Yeah.
written. Great. That's such a good check-in. And you know what? I kind of had to check myself. I had a similar moment this week where I'm like, wait, I've been tapping on all the things except for my Misogi. But then when I thought about it though, a lot of them are tied together. And I have noticed a correlation between me tapping on my relationship blocks and then noticing business blocks unlock.
Yeah.
I don't think the way you're tapping is bad by any means. I think definitely when something's coming up for you, especially when you're in a container like this, I think it's intentional and connected. So
yeah, I've also really just like, I mean, I would describe that. I feel like there's just a lot of like, and I've said it before, like grief or like emotion that has to move. So like when I feel it, I just start tapping. But I feel that like for so long in my life, I would like flood. Do you know what I mean? Like it's really like taken me years to get to a point where I feel that I can like feel the emotion without just like flooding, and I feel like I am at that point where it's like I can like feel it and tap and like move through it, which feels great.
Great. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you for your update.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Okay, Mary Lou, do you want to check in next? I don't think. go ahead and unmute yourself. I'm gonna push a button and you should see it on the screen.
Okay, thank you. To start off with my Misagi, I have never tap danced before, but our community theater is having a show on 42nd Street in November, and I am going to try out for that. And I've never tap danced, but I just started tap lessons last week.
Oh, that's so exciting, Mary. How fun.
So I'm very excited, and this is new in my life that I am excited about anything. Now, in terms of the food, I am really rebelling. A lot has come up for me. My last visual that took me back, I was in the womb with the umbilical cord tied around my throat.
Oh,
and
wow.
It came up that I've had recurring things that I don't deserve to live. I don't deserve to take up the oxygen in the air. That kind of thing. And what also has come up for me is that anytime I got any gift of money growing up, my parents took it from me.
Oh,
And
that creates such money blocks.
Yes, it does create money blocks. And in the beginning of I've got the 6-week program, but I went through your 5-day thing twice. And I did all the tapping, it all felt good. And then I came to a point where I'm resisting and rebelling to tap, and I just want to eat, period. So those are my issues today.
Okay. Mary Lou, did you just start tapping with me? Did you just learn about tapping, or have you been tapping for a while?
Well, years ago I did tapping.
Okay.
I've done a lot of things, but this is the first time tapping specifically with food.
Food, okay.
And so it's only been a couple weeks.
Great. Okay. So you'll notice that my techniques are a bit different than traditional EFT, but because you've done that, which I was hoping, what I would create a script for yourself, and you can even go into ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to create you a tapping script. It's pretty good at it now, and say, I don't want to eat, or I don't want to tap. I'm totally resisting this. And just script out, write out what you hear your voice saying. The other thing, and then, use that as a tapping script, tap through it, and that will probably help release the resistance.
Okay.
The other thing you can do is you can actually, sometimes it's scary to push the food away. Sometimes, especially when you first get into the flow of using my techniques, it can be overwhelming because the brain knows that this will actually work. And that's like its biggest fear, that something will actually kill it. And so what I recommend people do is if it's really, really hard to do to push the food away, start eating, give yourself a few bites of food, and then push it away, because then it gives your brain the comfort and the safety that it has some food. It will calm down your stress signals, and then it'll make it easier to do the push the food away technique.
Well, I tried to do that in the beginning. The food I brought was chocolate chip cookie dough and I made the cookies and I started it, but as I tapped, I just wanted to eat them. I ate them all, and then I started on the raw dough. So I ate the whole thing. I never wanted to keep it in my house or anything.
Okay, well, that's the wrong technique for cookie dough. It just takes a little bit of experimenting when you first start with it. So when you have when you have a craving for a specific food, when you can't keep it in the house, you do the ball of light technique. And that's the one where you share the feeling with the person you used to eat this with from your past.
Okay.
Push the food away is when you eat and you're not really hungry.
Oh.
So there are two different motivations for overeating, and you have to figure out which one. It's pretty easy to figure out which one it is, because usually when you have a craving, it'll be for one specific food. Just like you said, it's the cookie dough. So you have to do the ball of light technique for that. If it's any food will do, but obviously we want foods that taste good, that are sugary, that are, salty, snacky. But any food will be okay. Then you do the push the food away technique.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well,
Okay, I'll do those.
yeah, that's really helpful in the beginning. And yeah, you're in a great spot. If you want to just focus on the cravings, just focus on module 1 right now, where we talk about cravings, and you can list out all your food cravings and tap through, do the ball of light technique on each one.
Okay, I don't seem to have as many cravings. Particular, I just want to eat.
Okay. Okay, so then when you want to eat at night, then that's when you do the push the food away.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I think that's module 2 in the 6-week program.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Great.
Yes. All right, good check-in, Mary Lou. And then on the top of the Google Doc, you can see the office hours. We just had one last week, so the next one is on the 29th. Let's see, Wendy, did we already check in?
Hey, Brittany.
Hey.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. I actually had a couple really big wins. One of them was that I'm starting to go down from 100 milligrams on my Zoloft to 75. So
wow.
Yeah, because it's been 30 years that I've been on this medicine and I can't wait to get off. So I'm excited. So I'm on 75 because I was listening to the material where I think where you said that if you're on medicine, you might not be able to get a lot of things to come up because it's, which is true. It numbed me for a really long time. So a lot of memories or a lot of things that I'm having trouble remembering because it just seems to erase all that. It makes you so level that you're can't feel anything. So I'm doing that. But I did notice that the past couple days I was able to just get up and start walking around the house and starting to do like steps and, little light exercising, that kind of thing, because that was huge. Like before I didn't feel like doing it, like any kind of exercising ever. So that's been a really big thing for me. And I actually got to tap on, I was craving these. I've been eating these and they're my husband's, but they're like Pop-Tarts and they're like chocolate fudge. And it's like I can't get enough of them. And I'm like, oh, I gotta get rid of this. So and I did. I started feeling I was really drawn to it. And I just kept sticking with it and sticking with it. And I could feel it dissipate, get away from me. So I just was really excited about that too. So I just want to say thank you.
Well done.
Really good. Thanks.
Good, good. Oh, you seem so much happier too this week.
Oh, yes.
Yes, thank you, Wendy. Good. Okay, who else? Becky, we haven't checked in yet.
No.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing actually pretty good.
Great. Seems like we're in a theme of that right now, which is awesome.
Yeah.
You want to share any wins from this last week?
Well, I'm eating a lot less. I can't decide whether it's because I'm busier. I'm actually clearing out stuff. Stuff.
Yeah.
And it's weird. It's not me,
Well, the brain will find ways to be active. If you no longer use food as the thing that is exciting in your life, your brain will come up with other things to do. Okay, this is the whole reason I started the business that I have, because I wasn't thinking about food anymore, but my brain needed something to do. So, yeah, I would say it's probably both. Yeah.
Yeah, it's different.
Great. Okay. Is there a part of you that's like, this is too good to be true? I'm waiting for the other to drop.
Yeah.
To come back. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if I've changed or not. Yeah.
I don't trust this change. Okay. I want you to tap on that because it's a super, super easy, probably 3 minutes of tapping. Just tap on your disbelief.
Okay.
Start off by, have you heard me talk about the 3 pages? You probably don't need 3 pages on this, but just start out by writing out the things you're telling yourself about the change. I'm just waiting for it to come back. There's no way it could be this easy. It's unbelievable. I don't know if this actually worked. Whatever you're saying around that, and then tap while you say those statements out loud.
Okay.
The only time I see people bring their regain their problems, I guess that's the word I'm looking for, is when they make a lot of change, but then they're suspicious of it. So it's one of the ways you can sabotage this work. So
Okay.
definitely address that. It's a 3-minute tapping and then it'll go away.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Yeah, great, Becky, awesome. Okay, and Leonie.
Yes, hi.
Hi.
Yes, so I suppose I'll start off with my misogi.
Yes.
Mine is encompassing all of the things that I'd like to get to, and that would be to hike a couple overnights in New Zealand. Something a little bit hard, but I'd like to. I think it just brings in all my goals of losing weight, getting fitter, looking at the money aspect of things, all my other, little demons that are going on in my head.
Great. I love that, Misogi.
Yeah, thanks.
So how are you doing with the weight stuff?
The weight, look, I started with your program, the 6-week one, a year ago, and okay. I was blown away by the cookies. I used to love cookies, and I did the ball of light, and now I don't feel like I need cookies, which is amazing. And every so often, I think that was a good thing that you just said to the lady before about using the script. I have to trust this change, but there are other little areas that I'd like to try and work on as well. But I don't. There's so many little bits and pieces. I get a little bit confused. I've got a list of different things, but I don't. This is where I am at the moment.
Yeah, let's pick one thing. Let's pick one thing to focus on. Is it cravings? Is it eating at night? Is it eating too much at every meal? What would you say? I know you might do all of them, but what would you say the biggest problem is?
I probably get the munchies at nighttime. I usually choose healthy stuff, but I do eat more.
Okay. Is that because you do pot also, or just because that's what happens? No judgment. I do pot sometimes.
What was the word? Pot?
Yeah. Is it because of marijuana, or is it because it's just
no?
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, it's just that I don't know. I think it's just where I am with things in my life at the moment. It's just things happen in my head, just a little bit too much chatter.
Yeah. That, and I guess because since you joined the 6-week program a year ago, you've done the push the food away technique, right? In those moments?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And then what happens when you do that? Do you not eat anymore, or do you not eat for a while and then you come back?
I come back. I think there's a bit of a sabotage that happens there.
Okay, so that's so you got to add anger to it. When you do the push the food away, whatever comes up, the echoes that are coming up, you need to, they need some anger healing.
Okay.
Do you know what we do? Do you know how to do that?
No, I don't. I haven't gone through everything at the moment lately.
Okay.
So
that's going to be in the self-sabotage, module.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so it will make the process, it'll make the change with your eating stick. It's much harder tapping to do, but it will make the results stick. Oh, I don't know if you froze or not.
Right. Yeah. I work on a lot of stuff over the years, and I know that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
There's still stuff there.
Yeah. It's there, anger is one of those emotions. It's like fear or anxiety. It's sadness. We never get to the end of our anger, but you can definitely purge old anger that you don't need to store anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cool. Well, I have your
So start with the anger and then
start with the push the food away and then add the anger tapping. Yeah. So push the food away and then, you go back, you're the echo comes up about, with whatever memory is behind the craving. And then usually those memories will have some anger that needs to be expressed in them. So that version of you couldn't get angry, wasn't allowed to, didn't know how, was too scared, whatever it was. And so you need to purge for that. You need to purge the anger for that echo. But that's the way to heal your emotional eating and to release weight too. That and the body boundaries.
Yeah.
So you'll make
because because no matter what I do, even though I eat healthily, my weight just doesn't move. It hasn't moved for seems like forever now.
Yeah.
And I eat healthily, but I know I do. It's that night time
you
and
can
that
eat too much. Yeah, most of the time if you're healthy, you're eating too much of it.
Yeah.
Or too often.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Okay, I think that was everybody. Raise your hand if I didn't get to you. I think I got to everybody. Yes. Okay, cool. Erin, you're up. I got to stop walking to do this part. All right, Erin, what did you have a think about what would be the best use of this tapping session?
Yeah, I mean, I think when you were talking about struggles, I talked about the nighttime and things like that. I wonder, I don't know if transitions are one way. When I was on the call with Jimmy, he's like, I used to have to take a shot of whiskey just to pick up the phone to make an appointment. And I was like, yes, except I don't drink alcohol. But yeah, it's like.
So you're overeating at night often.
At night, but even like, oh my gosh, it's time to go get my kids. Okay, I gotta like click back into like being mom, and it's like 10 minutes of just like nervous munching till I go at the door. Or like, okay.
That's very specific. Transition is too general. We need to get really specific. So like every night I get bored and I start to eat, or I feel lonely and I start to eat, or when I go get the kids, that's a great one. We could absolutely work on that one.
The kids, I think going to bed because like I need sleep, like.
Do you resist sleep? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think I get lonely about the idea of coming upstairs. I have a king size bed that's just for me.
What's wrong with that? So do I. I starfish in the middle of it.
Yeah, I mean, the reason I got a king size bed was that I didn't realize it at the time was I could get as much distance from my abusive husband as I could.
Yeah.
I've redone my room, so I've tried to like make it a happy place to be. But I think there's also just this like once my kids are down, the evening is like my chance to like be myself or be free. So I'm like not wanting to go to bed because I don't want the next day to start. And I'm not wanting to go to bed if I don't feel like I've been worthwhile that day. So it's like a little bit of both. Let me see. Is there anything else?
I don't know if that's a huge trauma. That might just be like a regular EFT tapping session on some of your thoughts around going to bed. I don't know that that's like a big, I mean, we can certainly work on it, but I don't know that that's.
No, yeah. I mean, I think
definitely picking up the kids. If you want to eat before you pick up the kids, that's definitely worthwhile tapping on. And then I can give you some ideas for tapping scripts to transition to sleep because I don't think that's huge, I don't think you need to do like an echo tapping or go back in time and anything like that. I think it's just.
Yeah, I used to be hard on myself to get stuff done. And then I've worked really hard these last 4 years to not be hard on myself to get stuff done. And now I'm like, what's the motivation? So I'm trying to get the motivation like from within.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, it's hard if you're not excited about what you're doing too.
but that's a really slow process. Yeah.
Well,
Um,
what I find is when we work with the food, okay, so one of the gifts of struggling with food is that the disordered eating and the ways that we use food, like when you go to pick up your kids and you can't stop eating, that is a doorway into other things from our past that are holding us back from living our highest and best life. So I don't know if this tapping session is going to change everything in your life, but I do know that as you start to chip away at just looking at, okay, where do I need to snack? Where do I need to use food? As you start to chip away at all of those moments, what it does is it it clears the other limiting beliefs that are blocking you from having a good life. So some idea might pop into your head like, why the fuck am I doing it like this? Or why don't I XYZ? And it'll be something that makes you happier. It'll be something that makes you motivated. So I don't I do recognize that those are problems and those are absolutely big problems, but I think because you're in this container and the purpose is for the purpose that you have of being here, let's work with the food because I just trust that the food will work for those other things too. You know,
yeah. And I
maybe not
mean,
instantly overnight, but over time you will start to see the other areas of your life improve.
yeah. I mean, it's not just my kids. It's like before heading into my therapy session, before getting on this call, I might even be eating at night because I don't want to go to bed. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so let's pick one of those situations before this call, before you get your kids, before you eat it, before you go to bed at night. Which one do you want to work on? Because they're all, you've got to do the push away method on all of those instances.
okay. Let's do the nighttime one because that's the next thing that's coming up.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. So everybody, we're gonna do the push away method. So I want you to think about a behavior that you would like to change. You can, I know a lot of us are working on food stuff here. So think about a time when you want to eat and you know you're not really hungry. And if it's a repetitive behavior, that's where we want to be. Okay. And you guys can all tap along with me thinking about your issue. Okay. Ooh. Okay, Erin. So you're going to go to bed in a couple hours. And I want you to, at what time does this start to kick up? Does the eating start to kick up when you go to bed?
I mean, it can be as soon as I go downstairs after I
This
put my
call?
kids. What'd you say?
After this call or?
Well, after this call, I actually need to go put my kids to bed. But no, so like I'll put them down. Sometimes I'll fall asleep in bed with them. Sometimes I'll lie in bed and go to some other place in my brain, so I don't need to go downstairs. But then I still feel drawn to downstairs. So it might be like 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 10 o'clock. And are you telling yourself like, okay, Erin, we got to go to bed. We got to go to bed.
Yeah. Yep. You know, last night I was like, oh, I just want to go, like, let's go eat something. Let's go eat something. And I had actually flossed and brushed and like put my like retainer in. And I was like, you don't really want to redo all that, do you? You don't really, so like, but I've already learned like using my brain to reason with myself.
Yeah. I want you to throw the reason out for a minute, okay?
Yeah.
For the purposes of this, I want you to throw the reason out. And I want you to feel into that, let's go get some food. Let's go get some food. Can you do that again right now? Can you make yourself do that again?
Just say the words again.
Just think it. Just put yourself in that same place where you're thinking, okay, maybe it's a couple hours from now, but you're thinking about food.
Yeah, I mean, even right now, we were celebrating my son's birthday right beforehand, and I was like, shit, this is going to be my last chance to eat something sweet because once the call's done, I try to like stop eating at 9 p.m. And I know it's going to be a fight when I go downstairs after I put my kids to bed. I'm like, you didn't really get, yeah.
Okay, great. So, all right, so you're in it. Can you feel that resistance? Can you feel can you feel the draw to the food?
Yeah.
And then you're really good at fighting it. Like I can tell your willpower is really strong. We just want to use that willpower so that you start to apply the tapping. So if all you did was change the willpower from fighting with the food to, oh, I don't want to feel this way anymore. Let's do some tapping. Okay, cool. So feel that desire, like you're about to get off the phone and you've still got, an hour or two that you can eat, right? But then you kind of don't want to. Okay. So allow yourself to feel the draw towards the food. Okay. And then instead of telling yourself no, instead of fighting it, well, you are going to tell yourself no, but I want you to also push the food away and then tell yourself, no, I'm not going to have it.
Okay.
And sit back and start tapping on your karate chop point. Now, this should feel bad, right? This is the bad feeling. Yeah. Okay. So I want you to follow this bad feeling back in time and tell me how old you are. And just go with the very first thing that comes up. Start tapping through the points.
I feel like the feeling has shifted to this isn't fair. Do I need to go back to I want the food, I want the food?
No, 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 no.
Okay.
Great. This isn't fair. Great. Start tapping through the points.
Okay.
Feel that this isn't fair feeling and tell me around about, just take a wild guess how old you are.
Oh, well,
Your unconscious mind knows the answer.
Based on the kitchen I'm seeing, I'm going to say 6.
Great. So as you keep tapping through the points, see yourself as a 6-year-old. Get closer and closer and closer to her as you start walking towards her.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to get so close that you're standing just behind her. And these feelings might get more intense the closer you get to her. But as you keep tapping, you're lowering the anxiety. But then I want you to step inside her body, open your eyes, take a look around, and tell me what's going on, even if you think you're making it up.
I'm sitting by myself at the kitchen table.
Okay, great. So I want you to be there in her body, sitting at the kitchen table. Okay, it might be hard to stay in her body because whatever she experienced was really hurtful and overwhelming. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I want you to give yourself permission to boldly allow yourself to feel these feelings, knowing that this is the very last time you ever have to feel this way.
Okay.
Okay? You're doing great. What just happened or what's about to happen that's making you feel this way?
I didn't eat my vegetables and I'm not allowed to be done until I do. But everybody else is done and they've cleaned up and everything, and I'm the last person left.
Yeah. So what emotions are you feeling? Are you feeling lonely? Are you feeling shame? Are you feeling sad?
I mean, yeah, I think what I want to say is like, come back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely feels like I did a bad thing, like, well, if this is a rule, then it must be something that I should be able to do, or it just, I don't know.
What about feeling abandoned?
Yeah, like one of the memories that I have, like the light was turned off, This is in Europe, so like there's no open concept. Like it really was just me. Like I couldn't see anyone else. Like and my back is to the door as well.
Okay. I want you to feel that. Be there in her body because she didn't have the tools and the resources that you have now. And I know it's really scary and it's really hard to feel these feelings because of how strong the emotions were for little 6-year-old Erin. Okay. But you as the adult and us as a collective, we're holding space for you. So it's safe for you to feel these feelings.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Just keep tapping through the points. Take a nice deep breath. You're doing great. Is there anything else she wants to say here about her, the way she feels, or to her parents? Is it both of your parents or?
Yeah, it's both my parents.
Okay.
But I think it's probably my dad that made the rule.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
What do you want to say to your dad?
I'm kind of scared to open my mouth at all.
Well, we're gonna your dad. What we're gonna do is we're gonna give
I
your
just
dad.
feel like I'm 6 years old. I can't give him a reason that's gonna make me not have to eat these vegetables. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, and he had a rule and I didn't do it, so why should he have to stay with me?
So you wanted him to stay with you.
I think yeah, I just who walks away from I don't know. God, have I done that to my kids? I don't know. Yeah, I just don't want to be alone. Like, couldn't you have worked with me somehow? Like, couldn't you have helped me somehow rather than just like, well, that's just the way it is. Like, all you got to do is just eat them and then you'll be done. Like,
Yeah. So what if you say something like, Dad, I needed you to have patience with me.
I think it's more, yeah, like patience or
Compassion?
like empathy. I think just
Yeah.
like to be like, I know these things don't taste very good, like this kind of sucks, but I mean, like the phrase he used to say, like, do you want to grow up to be small?
Hmm.
And even it was like, do you want to serve yourself vegetables or should I? Like there's no like there's no
There's
relationship in
no
that. Or like
compromise. Yeah.
it's just you're kind of backed up against a wall.
So what we're going to do, Aaron, is I'm going to give him a special shot in the arm so that he can hear you, but he cannot respond to you.
Okay.
And we're going to put him behind a plexiglass wall so that he is locked in a plexiglass box. He is frozen, but he can hear you. Okay.
Yeah.
And so what I want you to do here is I want you to say everything that you're saying to me, I want you to say directly to him.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That I say it in like looking back at that time or as if I were her as a little kid.
As if you were her as a little kid. Dad, Dad, I need compassion from you. Dad, why aren't you sitting with me? Why are you just leaving me? That's not okay. It doesn't feel good. I don't want to sit here and eat my vegetables in the dark. It's hurtful to me. Tell him how you feel. If you focus on the feeling, that's going to be the most healing part of this for you.
Okay. That I don't want to eat these vegetables. I don't know what's wrong with me that I don't want to eat them. I wish you would help me understand why this is so hard. Dad, I wish you would stay with me while I eat each one of these gross bites. I wish you would.
And you're not, and because you didn't, it made me feel what?
It made me feel like you don't care. It
Right.
made me feel like I'm all alone with any hard thing that I ever need to do. It's just me at the table. I'm all by myself.
Great. Stick with the emotions, Aaron. You're doing awesome.
And I'm 6 years old and you're supposed to help me. I didn't grow up on a farm where if I didn't do my chores, the animals died. And I didn't grow up with your parents where I wasn't allowed to talk back. I just need you to stay with me and let me be 6 years old.
Yeah.
It's great that you were like fantastic at everything, but I'm just
Dad, I needed you. And when you left me, it made me feel what? Abandoned, not
Dad, I
important,
needed you, and when
not
you
loved.
left me, yeah, it made me feel. Oh, I don't know. It made me feel. Yeah, abandoned. Like I'm abandoned on my own,
Yeah.
alone to like. Gosh, I'm getting
Unloved.
this other flash like related. Okay.
Yeah. This created a core belief in you that I have to do everything alone. So
Yeah.
stick with this. When you left me, it made me feel you got coaches and everybody who does their own work. You get the most powerful healing when you can tell that person how their behavior made you feel.
Yeah.
That's why I keep asking her how she
I
feels.
know. I feel like it made me feel like I'm not. It made me feel like a failure. I can't do it. And if I fail at this, then I'll probably fail at other things. It's just like the failure of eating the vegetables just turns into like this whole life thing. I don't know.
Okay, just focus on you being 6 right now. How does this
Okay.
6-year-old Erin feel about the not eating the vegetables?
I felt like you just don't see me.
Yes. I feel very unseen. That's a great one.
You don't see me and you don't know me. Because if you knew me, you would know that I'm so connected to people that being on my own is the worst. I hate being on my own. That's why I crawl into your bed when you guys go away. I don't want to be on my own.
Erin, can we transition into some boundary statements here where we say, it wasn't okay that you forced me to eat vegetables all alone?
Okay.
Are you ready for that?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Dad, it wasn't okay that you left me sitting alone to eat my vegetables.
Dad, it wasn't okay that you left me alone sitting to eat my vegetables.
Dad, it was not okay to treat me this way.
Dad, it was not okay to treat me this way.
I don't deserve to be abandoned this way.
I don't deserve to be abandoned this way.
I am a great little girl and I deserve all the love in the world.
I'm a great little girl and I deserve all the love in the world. I feel like I want to say, I'm amazing, and if you took the time to get to know me, you would think so too.
Say that. Say that again. Say that over and over.
I'm amazing!
Yes.
And if you took the time to get to know me, you would think so too.
Beautiful, Erin. Oh my gosh. Erin, I want you to say that statement. I want you to keep repeating that over and over and push that statement down into your belly center.
Yeah. I'm amazing, and if you would get to know me, you would think so too.
Great. Say it a little slower.
I'm amazing. And if you would stop and get to know me, you would think so too. I am amazing, and if you would stop and get to know me, you would think so too.
Go even slower, Erin. It sounds really weird, but the slower you go, the faster the blocks come up. I'm amazing.
I'm amazing. And if you would just stop what you're doing and focus on me, you would see how amazing I am. You would stop making me be what you think I need to be. Oh, if you would just slow down. Slow down. Slow down and be at my pace.
Good.
You would see that I have so much to offer. And you would want to get to know me. And you would try and foster the things that I'm interested in. And you would try and help me understand what my path forward is and get to know myself if you would just slow down and give me some presence. And just sit with me and spend time with me. We don't need to be efficient. Just slow down.
Don't say that. I want you to say slow down. I want you to say it really slow. I'll explain why later.
Slow down.
Slow. Say it
Slow.
really slow.
Slow down. Down. Slow down. Don't correct my grammar along the way and don't point this or this out. Just slow down. Slow down. Down. Let me be good enough how I am. Let me make mistakes or just be human.
There it is. Okay, Erin, let's send your dad to the healing center. Are you ready for that part?
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna shoot dad up into outer space. His magical potion wore off, and now he can talk, he can move, he can converse. As soon as he walks into the school of healing, he's immediately surrounded by healers, coaches, and angels that are all there to serve him, to help him, and heal him. And see them, the healers shuffle him into the first room. And because this is a healing center in outer space, he can heal in super, super fast warp speed. So see him talking about his childhood. And I know that's a very weird thing, but because this is outer space, anything can happen in outer space. So he is talking about his childhood for the very first time, and he is tapping, and the angels are tapping, and they're doing energy work on him, and he's tapping, and there's an angel that's tapping other points on him, and he's talking about his relationship with his mom and all of the hurt and the wounds and the misunderstandings and the rigidity and the structure that she wounded him with, and see him identifying and feeling the anger and the resentment and the hurt and the pain and the betrayal and the abandonment, all the ways he felt so misunderstood and unloved by his mom, and see him talking about that and purging that out. See him cry, see him hit pillows, see him finally feel his emotions, maybe for the very first time. And then they bring up his father and see him talk about his father and all the pain of not being understood and not feeling loved by his father and being criticized and abandoned and hurt and betrayed by his father, and all the ways that wounded him and all the ways that affected him. And see
I feel
him
like he's holding back.
Sorry?
I said I feel like he's holding back.
Okay. What about if we take him to the anger room? Can we give him a baseball bat and take him to the anger room? We're going to give him a special potion so that there are no rules about showing emotions for him. Okay? We're going to give him another shot, and all of a sudden he has no governors on his emotions. But we have him in this protected room. So he walks into the anger room, and the anger room is this beautiful room where all the walls are made of glass. It's like a box made of glass. And he's in a protective suit, and he's got a baseball bat. Okay? And he's gonna take the baseball bat and feel all of the anger and the hurt and the resentment that he's been holding on to for a lifetime, that he was never allowed to feel, that he was never allowed to show. And he's gonna start hitting the walls and hitting the floors, and the mirrors are shattering everywhere.
I don't want to watch.
Okay.
That's what I'm feeling.
Okay. Can he do it without you watching?
Okay.
Okay. So just know that he's doing that in that area, and he's feeling great. This isn't something that's hard. This is something that is liberating. Okay. He is feeling so good. And remember, he's got the protective suit. He's covered from head to toe. There's nothing happening. He's not getting hurt. He's just releasing all of the pent-up emotions that his parents and that his culture told him that he could never, that he had to suppress his whole life.
Okay.
Okay. So just see him know that he is going crazy, and he is having the best time This is going to really affect you though, because you guys share DNA. Okay. So it's normal if it feels overwhelming to you right now.
Well, it's like when they first took him away, he looked at me and was like, "What did you do?" Like I was betraying him or something. Like I dropped him off at like a
Yeah, because this is scary. He doesn't want to do this. He doesn't want to do this work. This is hard. This is scary.
I think I mentioned last time I was like his emotional crutch. Like his well-being was so tied to mine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So see him working through all of that stuff. He is releasing all of the fears, all the phobias, all the limiting beliefs, all of the issues that he never knew how to overcome, that wasn't even aware of. He's purging out for the very first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, so he's done in the anger room, and then see him go back take the suit off, and he goes back into the therapy room and he does a few more tapping sessions. Remember, again, we're healing in warp speed, right? So he does a few more tapping sessions on the sadness and the hurt and the grief of how much he lost because of all of the limitations and all of the beliefs that he grew up with. So see him healing that sadness and that hurt and that pain. And that's when we know he's at the end of his journey, because once we feel the sadness and the grief about how much we lost, we've overcome it. Okay, so see him standing up. So even though he's released and he's purged all these emotions, he's standing up taller. His face is brighter. His eyes are more compassionate. And then you see the angels and the healers take him to the library, to the infinite library filled with all of the books that have ever been written or thought of in the entire universe. And the librarian puts her finger in the center of his forehead and downloads him with all of the books and all the information that he would need in order to be the very best version of himself. Not only for himself, but also for you. So any personal growth books, any books about empathy and compassion and child psychology and child development and how to be a great dad and how to be a great parent and how to love your kids and how to have an open heart and how to have great communication with your kids. See him update. He is now updated with all of that information. Okay, so see the lights click on in his eyes. And he's standing up even taller now. And as soon as he gets this download, he wants to thank everybody for helping him, for healing him. And he knows that he has somebody to apologize to. So see him thank everybody for helping him and float back down to earth. And this version of your father is standing in front of you. And he wants to apologize. And it's not to tell you excuses. It's not to tell you any type of reason. All he wants to do is say, Aaron, I am so sorry. You never deserved to be treated that way. I am so sorry. I apologize. Please forgive me. So I want you to say out loud the words you hear him saying, the apology you hear him giving you.
Okay. I'm so sorry, Aaron. I must have been horrible. I'm sorry you didn't deserve that. I'm sorry I didn't give you the attention that I gave my work. I'm sorry that you've suffered such grave consequences for me not being attentive to you. I'm sorry I wasn't a better role model for what healthy relationship looks like. I'm sorry you went off into the world drawn to unhealthy people because of me. I'm sorry I didn't love your mom better. I'm sorry I was so harsh on you and your brother. I'm sorry for all the arguments we got into. I'm sorry that you didn't feel safe coming to me when you made mistakes. I'm sorry that I turned everything into a lesson and an issue rather than just hugging you and holding you.
You
Sorry.
didn't deserve to be treated that way. What do you deserve instead? Have him tell you what type of man and what type of relationship you deserve instead.
You deserve to have someone make you a priority. You deserve to have someone call him sick to work if you're not doing well. You deserve to have someone who attunes to you, to your feelings. You deserve to have someone that will do their own childhood work to not hurt you. You deserve to have someone that sees beauty in you that you don't see in yourself. You deserve to have someone who validates and affirms. You deserve to have someone who you don't need to coach how to love you. You deserve to have someone that you get excited about. You deserve to have someone who sees you as valuable. I feel like I'm getting hung up on wanting to turn it into like you deserve to see yourself as valuable.
Yeah, you can say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
deserve to see yourself as valuable. You deserve to feel like anyone you see is a possibility. There's no such thing as someone out of your league.
Hmm.
You deserve for someone that wants to pursue you. Deserve for someone that catches your eye, or no, you catch their eye. Yeah.
Yeah.
You deserve to be with someone who you don't have to change.
And so I want you to take a nice deep breath, keep tapping, and I want you to notice the percentage that you're able to take in his apology. Is it 80, 90, 100, 20?
I feel like when it was just at the apology, I was like, eh. But then when the statement switched to me, then I felt the scene and understood. And now it feels like he's actually doing something about it. And so the like, you know what I mean? Like the apology feels
authentic,
or the healing feels like it's working or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe 60%.
Great. That's great. Okay, so just to solidify the change in you, we want you to respond to him, and it can be as long or as short as you want, but whatever words you want to say to him, it doesn't really matter what you say particularly.
Gosh, the immediate thought I have was, I'm going to try and live up to the person you think I deserve to be. Shit. Crap.
Just focus on the apology. He just
Okay.
apologized to you, and he just told you a lot of really nice words.
Yeah, Dad. It means so much to me that you were willing to go to the healing center and to be scared and alone and angry so that you could help me heal. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for humbling yourself. Thank you for seeing me. Thank you for apologizing and taking ownership. Taking ownership for your role in this. I don't know. I feel like I want to be like, there's still so much hurt.
Yeah, and that's true. That doesn't make this not true. That can be enough.
Yeah.
I want you to give him a hug. Does it feel okay to give him a hug?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, I want you to spend some more time with him. I want you to spend more time with this version of him for as long as you can until you put your kids to bed, or if you can spend 10 minutes here just tapping and feeling this version of him. What it's doing is it's reprogramming your psyche so that this actually becomes the version of your dad that lives in your brain. Okay.
Okay.
So the longer you can sit here and talk to him and feel his energy and hear the words that he has to say to you while you tap, the more solidified this new version will become.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he's the person that I sent to the healing center a week ago. And I feel like I felt a little bit more open to him, but yeah, okay. So do I just kind of need to come up with scenarios or just sort of try and continue to see his face and how he might be acting?
Yeah, I think it's personal for everybody. Sometimes I just sit in the energy of that person if that feels really good. You talked a lot about how you wanted him to just be with you at the table, so you might need that. Or depending on the relationship, maybe you want to feel this version of him like in different scenarios from your childhood. But I would take him specifically to the house and have him react the way that you wanted him to react. Have this version of him tell you to eat the vegetables.
Okay.
Yeah. And then have him do it the way that you really wanted him to do it, with compassion and with empathy and with understanding and not leaving you and being there with you.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well done, Erin. You went really fucking deep. That was awesome, awesome work.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel like I kind of want to like go scream, but
Okay.
maybe
Okay.
that's, yeah, maybe
Can
that's
you do
bad.
that?
What'd you say?
Can you do that?
I think so.
Okay. If you feel it, then absolutely take advantage of that moment and do it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Give us an update in the WhatsApp and let us know how you do tonight afterwards.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're so welcome. Well done. Good work. Oh, okay. That was a big one. I saw a lot of you guys tapping along. We have a couple minutes. If anybody needs help or got triggered by that, I'm happy to work with you on it. If anybody needs help, you can raise your hand or unmute yourself. Okay. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Thank you guys for staying with us. Oh, Ellen. Okay. Hi, Ellen.
Hi, I just wanted to say that that was extremely helpful for me because I'm at a point with my mom issues where I need to do exactly what she was doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you both. Thank you, Erin, for being so open. Thank you.
So
Thank you.
open. She was so open. Yes. Thank you, Ellen, for sharing that, for adding that to the space. Clara, go ahead.
Yeah, that was really beautiful. I don't know if she's still here, but um I can't see her. But yeah, that was really
It's off
beautiful.
the screen. Yeah.
Um I guess for me, I guess I do have a question because we did some work last week around my dad, which was super helpful. But the first thing that popped into my brain was like 21, and I'm wondering if I should like go further back.
For sure. Always go
Okay.
earlier. Yeah, always go earlier. But don't look for it. Let the food or let the issue take you there.
Okay.
When you go hunting for them, there's going to be a never ending pool of memories to choose from where your parents hurt you in some way. So always work backwards from the problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And can we also do this with, I assume the answer is yes, and I have been doing it myself with like ex-partners, like boyfriends. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, if that's something that you want to heal and like something really bad happened, totally address it. Like I had a really abusive boyfriend and I didn't need food to take me there. Like I could remember the thing. But try to stick with your issue and let the issue take you there. If that's the thing that needs to be healed, it'll be healed through the issue.
Okay. Okay, awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. I know it's tempting to want to be like, oh my God, I want to do this to everything and everyone. And I tried that for a long time. That's why I'm telling you not to do it, because it just, you'll just keep coming up with more shit, you know, and it doesn't get you to your goal faster. Okay. All right, everybody. It's a beautiful night. Oh, Grace. Yeah, go ahead, Grace.
Yeah, just really quick, I just realized something, and I'll get in touch with Casey about it. Just that a lot of what's under a lot of things is not liking my body the way it looks, and really like not wanting to be seen in a picture, and but it goes down to disgust. That's from early life. Seeing my mother and taking that in. So Casey, I'll be in touch. I just realized that's a thing. That's a real thing.
Yeah, that's a great one to tap on, Grace.
I'll be in touch, Casey.
Yeah, cool. I love the aha moments too. That's really cool. I remember thinking, I want to ask you guys what your aha moments are after watching some of these.
And it's like I don't not know this, but
Yeah.
it just comes up for attention, really. I think that it just comes up and say, hey, this has always been here. Let's look at it.
Yeah. Well, that's the purpose of this container, right? Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Anybody else have an aha moment or anything they want to share?
I've got something.
Yeah.
I've had this exact same scenario as Erin. So that was so good for me with my mother.
Wow.
That was so perfect for me. Everything she said, I couldn't have said everything that she said.
No way, Becky. Wow.
It's exactly the same.
Wow.
It was just, it's amazing.
That's so cool. I love. Did anybody else have something similar happen for them? Where they're like, oh wait, this reminds me, Wendy, you did too. Okay, cool. All right. Were you guys able to work through something on your own while you followed along with her? I know it was very specific to her.
I have no memory of me being with my father.
Okay.
So I didn't come up with like a scene.
Okay. You'll get better at that, Mary, as you go through the program and as you do the push the food away method. You're just, because you're just starting, I think maybe it was probably hard to track for you. We did a lot of different techniques at once, but it's really fast, and especially because you've done tapping before, you'll pick it up really quick.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome. Yeah. That's so awesome, Becky. Wendy, did you want to share something?
Oh, yeah, thanks, Brittany. I could relate exactly because my dad, I had something happen to me when I was 10 with my dad, and it was pretty traumatic because he actually slammed my head against a car door, but he was so like he reacts so quick. He's always had this anger, and it was just, I always go back to that, part where I'm just coming out of my mom's car, and I have this gingerbread house I made at a party, and the candy ribbon like fell over and it just smashed on the ground. And he thought I was being disrespectful to my mom. And my mom said, "Oh, Wendy, how could you do that?" And I wasn't even trying to do anything wrong. It just was an accident, it just happened to fall down. So he just immediately comes right out from the garage and just comes right down. And just as I'm picking it up, he just like slams my head against the door really hard. Like I could feel my skull ringing.
Wow.
And it was like, yeah. And so I always go back to that moment, and as she was going through it, I kept thinking of my dad, and everything just kept flowing like that. But it's just one of those things where there was just so many things that went on there. I remember it vividly, like it just stood right out.
Great. Oh, I'm so glad you got. Did you feel like you got to completion around it?
Yes.
Good chunk. Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, I really felt lighter afterwards.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so
Thank
happy.
you.
Oh, that makes me feel really good.
Thank you.
Okay, you're so welcome. Well, thank you guys for witnessing her, and for following along, and trusting me to take you on this path. So all right, everybody, thank you so much. I am cooked. I'm cooked. So I'm gonna log off now. But I will be in the WhatsApp group. Casey and Don will be in the WhatsApp group in between our sessions, and then we'll see you guys, everybody, back here on Monday.
Thank you,
Brittany.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.